And this city's really a town. This town's about people. It's not politics. It's not big buildings. It's warm, genuine, sincere people.
It's all, you are literally almost on the Idaho border, aren't you?
We're just a few minutes from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, beautiful Lake Coeur d'Alene, which we'll visit later in the week.
Also Montana territory.
Joe, Montana. That's right. We're not that far from Montana either.
Steve, I meant to ask you this yesterday and didn't get a chance. There's nothing to do with Spokane, but it has to do with you. Do you wish you were in Seahawk camp? Do you miss playing?
Larry, I'm going to miss football. There's no question about it. I've been doing this. I've been playing football for 25 years, putting a helmet on every September. And I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss being out there on Sunday, but I don't miss training camp.
Are you going to go into broadcasting?
Larry, I'll let you know after 17 days.
All right, are you going to stay there through today, or where will we find the Voyager tomorrow?
You never know where you're going to find us.
Aha, that's part of the image here, Stephen. Thank you. Enjoy your day in Spokane.
Thank you, Larry.
Steve Largent, one of the greats. He's going to be with us for all 17 days and nights of coverage of the 1990 Goodwill Games. Back down to the field.
Are hung as beautiful garlands around the stadium. But now, I am very pleased and honored to accompany motion picture star Ellie Robb as she tells Sadako's story to all of us.
Ellie Robb appeared in The Fabulous Baker Boys, a terrific movie, lots of other motion pictures and television movies as well. David Lanz accompanies.
Was born in Hiroshima in 1943. She was a very good athlete. When she was only 11 years old, she began feeling sick and weak. The doctors told her she had leukemia, a disease caused by radiation from the atom bomb, which was dropped on her city when she was only a baby. A friend of Sadako's reminded her of the legend that says that anyone who folds 1,000 paper cranes will be granted one wish. And so, Sadako began folding her cranes. Her classmates finished her 1,000 cranes. And she is remembered today by a statue in Hiroshima's Peace Park and by the words of one of her poems, which says, "I will write peace on your wings, and you will fly all over the world." And so, even though she was only 11, and even though she never left Japan, Sadako taught the whole world a lesson that only peace can protect the world's children. And that is so important because the children are the future. And that only through peace can our spirits fly like the crane, high and free. Soon my friends will come into the stands and share their cranes with you, that you might remember the story of Sadako. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a warm round of applause for Ellie Robb, David Long, and the children of the Million Cranes Project. And now we invite all of you to help make Sadako's wish for peace come to life. Please take out the card that you found at your seat and hold it in your lap. Together then, we'll count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And when we reach go, raise the card up to your chest, and we will bring Sadako's dream to life. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! I will write peace on your wings, and you will fly all over the world. Thank you, everyone. You may put your cards down now. And now, please welcome an outstanding musician who has returned home to Seattle to be with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, award-winning saxophonist, Kenny G.
I got to tell you, it is great to be back home in Seattle for the Goodwill game. Tonight, our spirits are being uplifted, and the dream of peace is taking flight. Here's a song I'd like to dedicate to the hope that we can all make that dream of peace a reality. The song is called Songbird.
Kenny G, as you could tell from that reception, a native of Seattle, earned a Phi Beta Kappa key at the University of Washington. Was oddly enough, I say oddly because he's so brilliant on this instrument, an accounting major. His full name is Kenny Gorelick. Started playing saxophone at age 10 when he watched the saxophonist perform on The Ed Sullivan Show. He's earned 3 Grammy nominations for Best Pop Instrumental Performance, and you know this song, Songbird. As people are being handed cranes throughout the stands to make the dream come true of Sadako Sasaki, born in Hiroshima in 1943, as Kenny G plays Songbird. This is a nice scene in a real nice town.
My daughter Wendy said, Dad, you gotta see Jetsons the movie. It's cool.
Now Wendy's has a fun way for your family to meet the Jetsons. Just order the Jetsons. Old-fashioned.
That George is my kind of guy.
Come in for a jet pack and your free Jetsons the movie cup, only at Wendy's.
The 1990 Goodwill Games is a presentation of TBS Sports.
During Telecenter Appliances TV Video Model Year-End Sale, you get great prices and $100 off newest models.
Yes.
Plus $50 and $100 energy cash back on Hot Point and General Electric refrigerators.
Yes.
General Electric Factory Service Protection Plus and Buy and Fly plan to Hawaii, Bahamas, and Disney World.
Yes.
Free delivery.
Yes.
Haul away.
Yes.
No payments until November.
Yes.
If it's not from Telecenter, you paid too much.
The Rolex World of Adventure. The challenge of whitewater rafting on the Colorado River presents one of life's greatest thrills. For whitewater action, the watch you choose must be bold, rugged, equal to your every move. Your best choice, the Rolex Explorer 2.
Riskin's Fine Jewelers, family owned since 1915, located at 1946 Broadway in downtown Oakland.
Yeah, I like it because this is my job.
You missed it?
Yes.
How good is the team you bring here for the Goodwill game?
It's not same team who play in the Olympic Games, but not bad team because now not play Litva people. Sabonis, Marčiulionis, Homičius, Kurtinaitis. This is 4 great guys not coming now. Maybe these people go in the World Championship in Argentina.
If Lithuania had participated as a team, they would have done pretty well.
This is good team, but now many good players, Litva, play in Spain, United States, Italy, Germany. But I think for relationship, for future, Litva play in national competition Soviet Union too.
They will play with the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
Who do you expect tough competition from in the Goodwill games?
This is good competition. I think all best team coming in Seattle. But now my opponent, great team now in the United States, good team, Yugoslavia, Europa Championship, Italia, Spain, Puerto Rico.
Are you saying it's wide open?
This is same World Championship, same Olympic Games. Great competition. Very interesting.
Are we going to have a worldwide professional expansion someday? Is the NBA going to be playing in Moscow and Rome and Great Britain and Israel?
This is possible because now we have many competition. Atlanta Hawks playing 2 years ago in Soviet Union. And Soviet team playing the Milwaukee Bucks, you remember?
Sure.
Had next Olympic Games, NBA team playing. Yes, this is interesting because NBA, this is great basketball, best basketball.
Thank you, Silver Fox.
It's
Keep
okay.
on
Thank
keeping
you.
on.
Thank you.
Alexander Gomelski, the Silver Fox of Soviet basketball. Back down to the field and the welcoming ceremonies of the Goodwill games. Watch. Watching the Fanfare Unit. 250 college and high school musicians from the Pacific Northwest selected for this Fanfare Unit marching band. The song they're playing is called Power. It was composed by the Oscar-winning Bill Conti. Bill's an old friend of mine. He wrote music for a movie called Rocky. You may have heard of it. Power, designed to salute the strength, vitality, and drive of the athletes. The band is directed by Arthur C. Bartner, who conducted the 1984 Olympic Band and who we saw play at the 1986 Statue of Liberty rededication. This is the Fanfare Unit. The tune is Power. Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was with us right before the start of things, will now address this crowd. The chairman of the President's Councils on Physical Fitness. whose new movie, Total Recall, has been one of the major hits of the summer. 110 million and counting. Arnold Schwarzenegger representing President Bush.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure to be here today and officially represent the President of the United States, George Bush. I stand before you this afternoon not just as the chairman of the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports, but first and foremost as an athlete myself. I know what it takes to get to this kind of a competition. I know the hours of training involved, the sacrifices, the discipline it takes. And I congratulate each and every athlete here for having made it to the top of their field. Sports have made a tremendous difference in my life. And now, along with President Bush, I'm trying to spread the message that fitness and sports can bring joy to your life, can bring fun to your life. It can even save your life. In just a few moments, the best athletes in the world will enter this stadium. They are at the peak of their physical and mental condition. And I don't know about you, but when I see this kind of a perfection, I really get inspired, and I hope the same happens to you. When you watch these athletes battle it out for those medals, when they demonstrate to you the tremendous feats of strength, speed, stamina, flexibility, and coordination, you should all be inspired to get fit yourself. And what I mean by that is, don't just admire those great athletes, but get involved in some exercise program yourself. Don't just watch them on television and stuff your face with junk food. No, that's not what we want to do. Remember, George Bush, our president, declared war on the couch potatoes. We want you to get involved and do some exercises in front of the television set. We want you to do some push-ups, some sit-ups, some leg raises, maybe even some jumping jacks, or do something. But get involved. Do some exercises yourself. Now, even after you're through watching those games on television, participate in some sports or do some games. We want all of you to be physically fit. We want to make the 90s the fitness decade. This is a world in which leaders can make a difference. And all of you can be leaders of this fitness movement. It knows no boundaries. There's no one who cannot be part of it. So on behalf of the President of the United States, I invite each and every person in this stadium and at home around the world to join me to embark on a fitness movement to make this world a fitter, a happier, and a healthier one. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy the games. Thank you.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, there's the Goodyear blimp. Nick O'Leary is the captain. We'll be back with the parade of athletes. Don't go away.
The Rolex World of Adventure. The challenge of whitewater rafting on the Colorado River presents one of life's greatest thrills. For whitewater action, the watch you choose must be bold, rugged, equal to your every move. Your best choice, the Rolex Explorer 2.
Riskin's Fine Jewelers, family owned since 1915, located at 1946 Broadway in downtown Oakland. Spain, Suriname.
As the announcer completes the reading of all the nations competing, 51 in all, 2,500 competitors. Most of the 2,500 competitors here march around jam-packed Husky Stadium, the welcoming ceremonies of the 1990 Goodwill Games, and this from the Goodyear blimp is quite a scene. countries competing are Argentina, Australia, the Bahamas, Brazil, Bulgaria, Canada, People's Republic of China, Chinese Taipei, Colombia, Cuba. Cuba is here, Czechoslovakia, Denmark, Ethiopia. This is what Goodwill is about. Egypt, Finland, France, the Federal Republic of Germany, the German Democratic Republic. It's one of the last times you're going to hear two mentions of Germany. They're going to be one. Holland, Hungary, Iceland, Ireland, Italy, Ivory Coast, Jamaica, Japan, Kenya, Mexico, Mongolia, Morocco, New Zealand, Nigeria, Norway, Peru, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Somalia, South Korea, Spain, Suriname, Sweden, Switzerland, Tanzania, Trinidad, Turkey, the Union of the Soviet Socialist Republics, the United Kingdom, Venezuela, Yugoslavia, and the United States of America. Largest contingent here is from the Soviet Union, 522. Second from the United States, 516. Cuba is competing in a world multi-sport event for the first time in 10 years. The last time Cuba competed was the 1980 Olympics in Moscow. Nothing since till now. Last time, as we told you, East Germany and West Germany compete as two countries under separate flags. Reunification takes place in December. The last time the Germanys competed together, the 1964 Olympics. By the way, the two Germanys had more medals than the Soviet Union at Seoul in 1988. It's a great moment for athletes as they all march in, and the crowd is enjoying every minute of it. It's a very warm day in Seattle. Now they're all going to meet coming on the field. By warm, it hit 90 degrees to Seattle. That is a major heat wave. We're going to break and come back with more. Ronald Reagan will address this crowd. This is Larry King with Nick Charles and Hannah Storm. The 1990 Goodwill Games. Don't go away.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Before paved roads, there was the leaf spring suspension. Wagon builders used it to smooth out bumps. Later, the Model A depended upon it. Even today, the Jeep Wrangler still uses the old leaf spring. But Suzuki has designed a modern, rugged suspension for the Sidekick, with features like coil springs and hydraulic shocks, so it really does smooth out the bumps. And now that there are paved roads, who needs paved roads? Suzuki. Everyday vehicles that aren't.
10 years ago today, they called us May, December. You with a flush of youth on your cheeks, and me with a hint of snow in my hair. And they laughed at our recklessness when we used words like love and forever. And on our 10th anniversary, on a night very much like tonight, with the clouds playing tag with the moon, December wants to thank you for bringing me May.
The 1990 Goodwill Games is a presentation of TBS Sports.
During Telecenter Appliances TV Video Model Year End Sale, you get great prices and $100 off newest models.
Yes.
Plus $50 and $100 energy cash back on Hot Point and General Electric refrigerators.
Yes.
General Electric Factory Service Protection Plus and Buy and Fly plan to Hawaii, Bahamas, and Disney World.
Yes.
Free delivery.
Yes.
Haul away.
Yes.
No payments until November.
Yes.
If it's not from Telecenter, you paid too much.
The Rolex World of Adventure. The challenge of whitewater rafting on the Colorado River presents one of life's greatest thrills. For whitewater action, the watch you choose must be bold, rugged, equal to your every move. Your best choice, the Rolex Explorer 2.
Riskin's Fine Jewelers, family owned since 1915, located at 1946 Broadway in downtown Oakland.
The athletes have gathered on the field, and we await the arrival of
And now we are
40th President of the United States.
Of these welcoming ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, the 40th President of the United States, the Honorable Ronald Reagan.
Much of this standing room only crowd stands to greet President Ronald Reagan, looking amazingly fit.
Thank you. Thank you all very much. It's a great honor for me to be here with you today to open the 1990 Goodwill Games. I had a similar role 6 years ago in Los Angeles when I proclaimed open the 23rd Olympic Games. Think for a moment of how much the world has changed since then. In Eastern and Central Europe, Poland, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, and Romania have taken dramatic steps toward democracy. The Berlin Wall has been reduced to rubble, and soon soon Germany will be one again. When finally allowed to choose, the people of Nicaragua have chosen freedom. The brave young people in China have started a movement which will eventually liberate that country too. And in the Soviet Union, dramatic events are unfolding even as we gather here. Freedom is on the march around the world, and it cannot be stopped. And so tonight I speak to you, the greatest athletes in the world, with a renewed sense of joy. And I offer both congratulations and encouragement, for you symbolize something that people everywhere can understand. The belief in a dream and the courage and dedication to pursue it no matter the cost. Whatever the walk of life, it is the vigorous pursuit of our dreams that advances human culture, fosters achievement, and makes the world a better place for us all. The games are beginning, and you have the opportunity to excel. But equally important, you have the opportunity to demonstrate before all the world that friendly competition among nations is not only possible, but important as well. So pursue your individual excellence in these Goodwill Games. Make new and lasting friendships among your fellow competitors from other countries. And make every citizen of the world proud by your example. All the world will be watching and cheering you on. I hope you will permit me a personal observation for a moment here. I did my share of sports in college. I played football. I ran the 440 and on a championship relay team, and I was on the swimming team. And I was always struck by something that I would like to share with you now. And that is when men and women competitors put on their uniforms and walk onto the playing fields, labels disappear. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. It doesn't matter what your religion is. It doesn't matter whether you're rich or poor. It doesn't matter where you came from. It just matters that you are out there doing your best. And that same equality is not restricted to the playing field. No, in the stands too. The only thing that matters is the athletes you're cheering for. A corporate president can be seated next to the janitor who cleans his or her office at night, cheering together for their favorite athletes, high-fiving when they win, and blaming it on the officials when they lose. For those few precious moments, it doesn't matter who wears a suit and who wears overalls, which makes me wonder, why should it matter at all? I've often wondered if there isn't a way that somehow we could capture that spirit of togetherness and, yes, brotherhood, and have it be the guiding light of our lives after these Goodwill games, too. Wouldn't that be something? My young friends, you are our future. I know the world will be in your good hands. And now, it is my great privilege to officially open the 1990 Goodwill Games by saying good luck and God bless you all.
The great communicator taught him a lesson here today. Terrific speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ronald Reagan.
Former president in rare form, looking super, hitting the theme perfectly, bringing his own political theme, which a lot came true in the 1980s, and then hailing the Goodwill approach of these games.
Olympic decathlon gold medalist, Bruce Jenner.
And now Bruce Jenner, one of the best athletes ever produced in this country. The decathlon champion will come forward for another presentation. Watch.
Thank you very much, and it really is an honor to be here. Now, at games such as these, which combine competition and friendship, it is customary that an oath or pledge, which reflects the spirit of the games, be taken. Now, these words are the credo of the participants and bind them to standards and ideals both on and off the field. Now, as a former competitor, I can tell you that the sentiments of such a pledge stay with you for a long, long time and are a common bond among all the athletes who have ever taken part in the games and all those who ever will. Now, this evening, the Goodwill Pledge will be taken on behalf of all the competitors by a representative of this year's host nation, the United States of America. Olympic champion and world record holder, Carl Lewis.
In the name of all competitors, I promise to abide by the rules of the Goodwill Games and to participate in the spirit which underlies them, extending the hand of friendship to my fellow competitors and promoting goodwill among all peoples of the world through sport. Thank you.
We're going to break and come back with more of the Goodwill ceremonies. Kenny Rogers still to come. This is Larry King in Seattle.
Ladies and gentlemen,
don't go away.
To entertain the athletes, please welcome one of America's...
I was in agony. I hurt all over. The doctor said there was no permanent damage. He gave me a different medicine. It's in these little yellow Nuprin. Got rid of that pain. Know what else? It works great on my tough headaches.
Nuprin. It's not aspirin, not Tylenol. It's ibuprofen.
2 Nuprin stop my headaches better than extra-strength Tylenol. And Nuprin's gentler on my stomach than aspirin.
Nuprin. Little, yellow, different, better.
It even worked on my worst pain.
Your Hyundai dealers are about to sell their 1 millionth car in record time. So during Drive for a Million clearance, you can get deals like this Excel sedan with fuel-injected power, 4-speed automatic transmission with overdrive, electronically tuned AM/FM cassette stereo, reclining bucket seats, full carpeting, and much more for only $75.49. Did we mention 36-month, 36,000-mile warranty? Steel-belted radio? For a free brochure in the Hyundai dealer nearest you, call 1-800-826-CARS.
What you're watching now are folks in Moscow watching Ben Vereen perform live here in Seattle. It's 6:15 in Moscow in the morning. It's 7:15 at night here in Seattle. And here's Ben Vereen.
Stands by my athlete of the world. Everybody stands by me. Come on, come on, come on. Stand my lover, stand my lover, stand my love by me. Now, everybody stand by my side. Come on. We need your love. Yes, we do. Stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. You see love is sweet. This love is what we need. Come together. Everybody, support around the world, you see. This love, good loving, our love, sweet loving. You and I can make a difference all around the world, all around the world. Come on, stand by me, stand by everybody, by me. Let's see you wave your hands in the air. Everybody, wave your hands in the air. Show your support for your athletes. Everybody, wave your hands in the air. Show that love all around the world. We're here for you. We want ya. Know that we're true. You and I together. Bring peace to the world. Everybody, wave your hands. Everybody. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. We need ya. Lord, we need ya now more than ever. We need your love. We need your love. We need your love. You see, this is what God intended. This is what the Lord intended. You and your baby, come on, stand by me.
Quite a scene. Ben Vereen, all the athletes around him. The traditional Stand By Me. Had the audience stand for a while as well. Everybody having a good time in the waning hours of a Saturday afternoon in Seattle. Second day of the Goodwill Games. Ben Vereen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Vereen.
If one man can make a change, this next man's going to be the best example of it.
Now,
Ted Turner.
Welcome
Listen.
the founder of the Goodwill Games and president of the Turner Broadcasting System, Ted Turner.
Ted Turner had this idea in 1985. 1 year later, it was a reality.
Thank you very much. I'm kind of overcome with emotion today. I feel tremendous joy to be here with all of you and appreciate the opportunity to be part of these games. It's a time for wonderful celebration that we're all here and healthy, and as the Cold War has come to an end, and a tremendous feeling of gratitude for everybody here in Seattle and Spokane and Tacoma and Tri-Cities and everywhere else in this great state. We were right to come here. Thank you for inviting us. We're having a wonderful time. And that goes not only for the thousands of business people and the 10,000 volunteers and the 3,000 plus families who have brought Soviet citizens, tourists, and Goodwill Game supporters here. From the bottom of my heart and for all of us, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And to Soviet sports and Soviet television, which are part of the Soviet system, our partners in the Goodwill Games, we thank you for your encouragement and your cooperation, both in the games in Moscow and the preparations for them and the preparations for these games. You've been wonderful partners, and we love you and we appreciate your cooperation. And to the athletes, let's not forget them, and the coaches, yes, and the officials, and the governing bodies and the parents, and all those who are here helping in other capacities put on the games. We thank you too. And I have to also thank my partners in business, the cable operators, who have helped support these games with lots of money, and the 70 television networks around the world that are also contributing to help support these games and carry them back to their home countries. And to the sponsors, both local and national, who also have helped support financially these games. And last but not least, my colleagues, over 1,000 of whom at Turner Broadcasting have been involved in making these games occur. I want to thank you too. You know, this is the first time that the Soviets and Eastern European nations have been in this country in a multi-sport international competition since 1932. Don't stay away so long next time, gang. Hopefully we'll see you. Hopefully we'll see you back here in 8 years. And another thing that's going to happen with the closing of these games, it will be probably the last time in history that the German teams meet as two separate teams. Congratulations, and we'll see you again as one Germany. I love this world of ours. It's a beautiful, wonderful place that deserves taking care of. And in order to be able to take care of it, the first thing we have to do is learn to live in peace and harmony and cooperation. These games are going to be a furtherance of that continuous, lofty aim for humanity. Thank you all for being part of it, and God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ted Turner.
A very emotional Ted Turner. He started it all 4 years ago in Moscow. And there's Moscow. We'll be right back.
Beginning Monday on TV.
Please welcome one of America's most popular entertainers, Kenny Rogers.
During the break, as Kenny Rogers is being introduced, watch this. This is the wave. It's become international, and it started here in Seattle. Why did it start here in Seattle? I'll tell you why. Nobody knows why.
Tonight.
But here they are, they're doing it. It started in Seattle. Some places they boo it now when it's done by other people in the crowd, but it was done for the Washington Husky football team. It is about to subside. No, it's not. It's sort of dying down. Here's Kenny.
Reflect on the cause of human rights and the continuing struggle in many parts of the world. For if we are to make these Goodwill Games truly a global event, it is important that we continue to support these people who constantly strive for freedom. For them and for us, something inside so strong. The higher you build your barriers, the taller I become. The farther you take my rights away, the faster I will run. You can deny me, you can decide to turn your face away. No matter, 'cause there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no, something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. The more you refuse to hear my voice, the louder I will sing. You hide behind walls of Jericho. Your lies will come tumbling. Deny my place in time. You squander wealth that's mine. My light will shine so brightly it will blind you, because there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no, something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. Brothers and sisters, when they insist we're just not good enough, but we know better. We look them in the eyes and say, we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. Something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. Something inside was gone. Oh no, something inside so strong. Whoa, something inside so strong. Whoa, something inside so strong. Something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. Something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. Something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Rogers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we again direct your attention to the eastern skyline as Washington State's Boeing Company salutes the Goodwill Games with a flyover by the world's largest civilian aircraft, the 747. The 747-400 can fly nonstop one-third of the way around the world. This plane is the 800th 747. It was built for Northwest Airlines and is the latest version of the world's favorite airplane. And now we are pleased to premiere a song written in a unique collaboration between American and Soviet songwriters called Music Speaks Louder Than Words. It is entitled There's Always Love and will be performed by our Goodwill Games Choir and the Vladimir Chamber Choir from the Soviet Union. We invite you to join in singing as we bring our program to its joyous finale by igniting the 1990 Goodwill Games Cauldron.
Make your life about love. Make your life about living. Feel the breaking reason. Make your life about giving. You could take it aside.
back with our remaining moments from Husky Stadium. This is Larry King in Seattle. Don't go away.
miles. That's how much farther you can travel on the highway in a Chevy half-ton pickup than you can in a Ford. Every 25 gallons of gas, 100 miles. Now, doesn't that hit close to home? Nobody's winning like
the heartbeat of America. Today's truck is Chevrolet.
My daughter Wendy said, Dad, you gotta see Jetsons the movie. It's cool.
Now Wendy's has a fun way for your family to meet the Jetsons. Just order the Jet Pack, a delicious quarter-pound single and a large drink, and we'll give you a free Jetsons the movie cup. I guess I'm just old-fashioned.
That George is my kind of guy.
Come in for a Jet Pack and your free Jetsons the movie cup, only at Wendy's.
The 1990 Goodwill Games is a presentation of TBS Sports.
They smash, they bash, and they crash. It's the return of Monster Truck Madness at the Santa Clara County Fair for two big shows August 3rd and 4th at 8 p.m. Get tickets now at all Bass TM outlets. Special discount prices available for kids 16 and under.
Celebrating our 56th anniversary.
It's 20 to 8 here in Seattle. Tough doing fireworks during the daytime. This is Moscow in the morning. It's 20 to 7 Sunday morning in Moscow. Beautiful sight. Another pretty day in the capital of the Soviet Union. Vladimir Posner is with us here, and there on screen, who have been watching these ceremonies here at Husky Stadium, are Alexander Chakov, the 1980 gymnastic Olympic champion, his wife, Lydia Chakov, who was an Olympic gymnastic champion in 1976, and that's their son, Sergei, 8. And Vladimir, will you ask them how they enjoyed these ceremonies?
Вопрос первый. Понравились ли вам эти открытия? Понравилось ли?
Очень понравились открытия. Отсюда по телевизору видно, что это очень красочное зрелище. Очень весело на
They liked it a whole lot. They said it was wonderful to watch on television. It was a kind of a happy feeling they got.
Would you ask Lydia first and then Alexander if they miss competition?
Лидия, а потом Александр, к вам такой вопрос. Вы скучаете по соревнованиям, по спорту? Так, я повторю для Лидии. Да, вы скучаете по спорту или нет?
Вы знаете, когда смотришь соревнования, хочется снова вернуться в строй и выступать так же, как гимнасты, которых мы видим сейчас на экранах.
Lydia says that when I watch sports, I get a feeling I want to go back. There's a tug at my heart there. А вы, Александр, как вы считаете, у вас тоже такое желание? Или уже как-то это в прошлом и все?
Нет, совершенно верно. Это однозначно. Когда видишь соревнования, которые...
So you never get over it. Once you've been in it, you always want to go back. And when you watch it, you want to be there with them, doing the same things and trying to win.
Let's ask little Sergei if they can hand Sergei the microphone.
Дайте, пожалуйста, микрофон Сергею. Мы сейчас ему зададим вопрос.
Let's ask him if he wants to grow up to be like his parents and compete in games like the Goodwill.
Сергей, тебе хочется, как вот твои родители, вот, стать спортсменом, участвовать в Олимпийских играх, или тебя спорт не очень увлекает?
Не знаю.
I don't know.
Sergei, like any 8-year-old, hangs us all up and says, I don't know. I thank them all very much for that.
Большое вам спасибо, что вы так рано встали, чтобы принять участие в передаче.
Thank you, Sergei.
Спасибо.
WC Field says never get on stage with an 8-year-old. Vladimir, we'll see a lot of you all 16 days ahead. Thanks so much. This is Larry King at Husky Stadium. We hope you've enjoyed the welcoming ceremonies for the 1990 Goodwill Games. We'll be back anchoring tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. We'll take a break and come back with Nick and Hannah at the International Broadcast Center. Lots more to come. Don't go away.
Monday morning, it was a time of sock hops and drive-ins. A time when Ron Howard, Richard Dreyfuss, Harrison Ford, and America wanted to stay 17 forever. It was...